Fife Flyers in town at iceSheffield, their second visit of the year. Remembrance Sunday, the Flyers coming to Sheffield on the back of a victory over the Caps. The Steelers an embarrassing loss to the Nottingham Panthers, and that loss meant it was important that the Steelers got off to the best possible start. They didn't want to go a goal behind, and they came forward early as Gerad Adams shuffled the pack, but a quick breakaway and Jordan Fulton, lovely quick snap with shot, and Fulton put the Flyers ahead early doors. 4:06, how would the Steelers react? Smashing goal. Post and in. Flyers 1 up. Remember, the Steelers beat the Flyers 8-2 on their last visit. Hewitt went close, a little bit of a push from Thomas Muir, and that push got him on a holding minor. Didn't agree with it. Power play time for the Sheffield Steelers. Didn't take the Steelers long, 14 seconds in fact. Keep your eye on Matthew Waugh, who stands right in front of Reagan, the goalie. Fretter and O'Connor will assist. It's going to come back to Ben O'Connor. And just the slightest of deflections. Matthew Waugh shoots and scores. The Steelers tied at 1. 14th of the year for Matthew Waugh. The bullet from Ben O'Connor. Might even be 2 deflections there, because it was Fretter who picked up the other assist. O'Connor, Fretter, Waugh. We're tied at 1. Pushing, shoving. Nickerson, who was involved in most things, wasn't to have the best of nights, Big Nickerson. You'll see a little later. Waugh would get a cooking call at 5:36. We're 4 on 4. The Sheffield Steelers were about to go 2-1 up. Keep your eye on Mike Forney. He shoots. He gets his 15th of the year. Fretter and Waugh picked up the assists. Finds the gap. Defenceman is asleep. Danny Stewart and Reagan. Legs up open. Shoots and scores. Fife thought they were about to equalise. The first of 3 big key decisions. Looks a perfectly good goal, doesn't it? Reba with a nice move. Orba with the shot, taking the puck out of the air, but the Steelers think it was a high stick. Could you tell? Look at that. Orba over his shoulder. Great hand-eye coordination. It's just illegal. Hicksy gets the first big decision of the night. Right. Hicksy's 1 for 1. Steelers power play time. Big shot, Ben O'Connor. Wow, looks for it. Forney scores. Looks a perfectly good goal, doesn't it? Hold on a second. Hicks is on a roll. He says no. Let's take another look. Michael Hicks says it was kicked in, was it? You know what? Hicksy's got that one right as well. Mike Forney's goal disallowed. Hicks is 2 for 2. Forney did kick it in. Phillips goes to the penalty box. 4 on 4 play. The Sheffield Steelers break. Eddie. Mosienko. Nickerson clears. Hold on a second. Mosienko thinks it's a goal. Hicksy, who's on a roll, let's be fair right now, goes to ask the judge. Let's just wait and see. Eddie takes the shot. Mosienko clears. Nickerson clears off the line. Or does he? The super slow-mo. There is Mosienko. There's Nickerson. Eddie comes across the screen, but you can see just there, the puck's crossed the line. Nickerson was a little bit slow. I've said that before. 29:54, Mosienko puts the Steelers ahead, and Hicksy's 3 for 3 on the big decisions. Moments later, Mosienko was on a roll. Again, Nickerson slow on the play. Mosienko beats him to a loose puck, and instead of clearing the goal, Nickerson's trying to punch Mosienko. Mosienko shoots and scores. 4-2. There you go. Nickerson tries to clear it. He'd have kept his eye on the puck. He'd have cleared it a second time, but no, he's too busy punching the little guy. Anyway, Mosienko gets a goal, his second of the night. Phillips and Fretter pick up the assists. Nickerson's having a bad period. Steelers lead. Ready for some super sexy action? This is just obscene. Kids don't watch. Look at the hands on that. Mosienko and Hill picked up the assists, but it doesn't get any sexier than this. Look at that. Have a drop of that, Colton Fretter. Steelers led 3 in 10 minutes. Could have been even more as well. Look at this for a gilt-edged chance. Robert Dowd. Oh, Dowdy! He knows it as well, doesn't he? What a great chance. Steelers dominating the play in the second period. They scored 3. Should have had a few more. Dowdy should have had one there. Steelers led 5-1. Only one bit of action in the third period. It was a goal. It was Mike Fordyce's second. It was late in the game, 57-22, to make it 6-1. The goalie Regan was a little unlucky. Fortuitous as Forney banks one off his back. Eddie picked up an assist. It was Forney's 16th of the season. Handshakes all round. The Sheffield Steelers 6-1 victors against the Fife Flyers. Mosienko picked up the Man of the Match award from Harsco Metals. And it was a bit of a fast lap with the difference. He went paddling, canoeing. Not only once, but Tyler Mosienko did it twice. He's a character, isn't he? We all love him, don't we? What a star. Tyler Mosienko, your Man of the Match. Let's see what Gerad Adams had to say. G, back to winning ways here at iceSheffield. Your thoughts on that game?
It was a good response. I think being down 1-0 early, I think we started a little bit fragile, which is, you know, you could kind of foresee that after last night. And we were able to keep the composure, come back, and I thought we created a lot of offense and played good defense at the same time. So, you know, overall, really, really happy with the performance.
The big line that's done so well for us this year, that first unit, you split up. What were your thoughts behind that, and why did you do what you did?
We just got to spread our scoring. I think we're relying too heavily on one line. When they're scoring, when they're putting up numbers, we're winning. And it's the opposite when they're not. We weren't winning. So it's just to spread our scoring a little bit, give us 2 good, solid scoring lines, and you know, just shake it up a little bit and see kind of a response you get from the players.
And what was that response? Because it seemed to work. You got scoring from the different lines tonight.
I thought it was really good. I think, you know, with a week of training, you know, we can think about keeping those lines. It was very creative out there, and it's just kind of, it's forcing communication and forcing people to be a little bit uncomfortable, and possibly it pushes people to be a little bit more intense because you have to refocus.
Just talk to the people about last night as well, and the weekend as a overall, because it wasn't a good Saturday night, but as you say, the boys did bounce back Sunday. What's the plan going forward now next week, you know, with the 2 big games in mind?
Well, Saturday night, it's one of those things that you never want to have happen, in the sense of the last 17 and a half minutes were beyond poor, and we're going to address it, you know, this week, and you know, we got a video session where we're going to talk about, we're going to communicate about it in a positive way, so that never happens again, and it'll be an open, frank discussion to just kind of clear the air on it, and it's just understanding, you know, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. So, you know, we'll deal with that, and I think that'll be a little bit therapeutic, maybe more for myself than the players, and that will lead into a solid week of training, and we'll be ready for those back-to-back games. It's going to be an exciting weekend coming up.
It will be, won't it? Because we're back at home, back at the Motorpoint Arena. This building's been good to us, hasn't it? But it's nice to be going back home, and what a huge weekend for us.
Yeah, it'll be great. I mean, we need to get some rhythm into our year. It's been stop-start in the sense of the arena, the ice, and kind of being away for the time that we have to be forced to leave from the arena, so to kind of get back in there. It's where we want to play. It's where the guys want to be. That's where we want to train. You know, that's our building. That's our home. And, you know, we have played extremely well at Sheffield, and it's part of it is we do need to pick up points here. And we have, but, you know, the arena, that's our home. That's where we want to be.
Seth spoke to you a couple of days ago about the departure of Pascal Morency. Any news on a replacement yet? How's the search going?
There is an offer out on a player. We're being very, very aggressive to bring somebody in, so it's not that we're sitting back. I mean, we can bring anybody in, but it's somebody that's really going to help our team, contribute in our team, and it's got to be the right guy that fits in before we make a move. But we are being very, very aggressive. Who's your perfect player? What kind of player are you looking for? We're just maybe looking for somebody, add a little bit of different elements, maybe a little bit more physical in the corners, possibly a bigger body. You know, our forwards are very fast and very skilled, so it's something maybe a little bit different than we have right now, and maybe a little bit of an older guy that can have some experience and kind of lead by example.